hi. Listen, I'm telling you, we're gonna get some money so we can have these sound effects going. I just feel like I'm talking to myself at times. But welcome back. Welcome back to another show. We have connected with E. I am your host, E Maya. Also to the right of me,
Nia, aka Nia No Long.
see, we got a little switch of format today. But yeah, of course, just joining us, bringing the world to Charlotte and Charlotte to the world, all those good things. Princess, doing some networking, talking about some artists, what's going on in the city, just keeping y'all connected. So thank you so much for tuning in. We actually have a special guest today. Shout out to our special guest. I know you're probably like, who's this third person? Shout out to Frank Expression.
What's going on, y'all?
Yes, a special guest. But before we get into our interview and our special guest, because we love our special guests, we want to shout out our business of the week. So, friend, who is our business of the week?
So our business of the week is Liddy Gang. Let's invest towards today's youth, a positive spin on what may be portrayed as a negative in today's society, selling merchandise such as shirts and other clothing.
Yes. So please shout out to Liddy Gang. They was actually there. We had our Connected magazine concert release. So that was very, very exciting. He was there selling merchandise. So shout out to Liddy Gang. Definitely a positive spin on, that word gang is just so harsh now.
Liddy is harsh now.
Yeah, Liddy Gang.
Yeah.
Lock them up. He might want to change. Let me stop.
No.
Don't change your name. Don't change your name for who you are. But yeah, shout out to our business of the week. We like to crack jokes here. But yes, like I said, we had a special guest today. So hi, Mr. Frank Expression.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello. Is it Frank Expression or do you go by something else? Or
Just Frank Expression.
Frank Expression. So yes, definitely so excited that you are here with us. Thank you so much for joining Connected.
Yeah.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
So how I would describe Mr. Frank Expression is a spoken word artist, a triumph player.
Trumpet.
I'm talking triumph. A trumpet player.
He's
triumph. Right, he is a trumpet player. Do you do event contour?
Yeah, event curation, event organization, that whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of just what I would describe. But also, let's give you a big shout out. He's one of the main hosts and the only main host of our Poetry in Motion with Connected.
Okay.
So
Yep.
shout out to you, Frank. So real quick though, can you kind of tell the people about yourself? Like where you from? Give us a little background.
Yeah. Originally I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh,
Hey, I'm from Delaware.
Okay.
Hey.
See, up north really be down here in Charlotte. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Like this really is a transplant city, and that's what kind of what I like the most. Like anybody can plant roots here and grow, and so being from Baltimore is a whole lot of hustle and bustle. So I like to bring that down here to Charlotte. I've been playing trumpet since about 2004. Played all the way high school and college. Went to North Carolina A&T, Aggie Pryor, y'all. So yeah, that was just a great start. I started doing poetry probably 2019. Learning all the bases from some of the best in the world, Black Chakra, just a notable name. So I moved here to Charlotte about 2021. Me and my wife just decided hey, this is a great place to grow some roots, pursue our art. She's an actress here in Charlotte. And yeah, we just been rocking out ever since, been doing events years now. Now I'm up to about 9 events a month. So
9 events a month.
9
okay.
events a month.
Excellent.
It's excellent.
I'm not checking your pockets. Was paid.
Of course, it's
okay.
paid.
Oh, wait a
These are ticketed events.
It's
We want to make sure that not only poets get paid, but
absolutely.
guests are able to have a good time.
Yeah, that's what's up. So kind of what you kind of tapped in a little bit over your overall view, but what really inspired you? Because not saying 2019 is random, but random year, that's pre-COVID.
Yeah,
so you was doing that before COVID.
So something comes from after COVID when you sat in that house all that.
Yeah, so you actually did this before COVID. So kind of what inspired you behind the art and just, because I think people think of art as just, of course, painting art or just music, but people don't. Sometimes I feel like they forget about the poets, they forget about the comics, they forget about the people that dance. So what inspired you to kind of step into your art, your creativity, which is poetry?
Yeah. After college, I moved back home to Baltimore. Needed something to do, needed to find new friends, new crowd, because it had been 4 or 5 years at that point. I saw one of my old friends doing an open mic. His name is Hey Tice. He's also a huge curator out there in Baltimore.
Okay, shout out to you.
So just seeing that, I was like, man, this is pretty cool. and I went to a couple more open mics, couple more showcases. Like, you know what? I think I can really do this. And I actually started out being a erotic poet for a little while, and things just
Please go ahead and drop one of them erotic for me. It's been after
It's a
Valentine's Day.
family-friendly show.
and like to
Before
say that,
7 p.m. Let me stop.
just I
Okay.
used to be for a reason. It wasn't really catching on like I wanted it to. But in doing poetry, like it's very vulnerable. Like you really get to like know yourself, and like once I get to like explore that allowed me to like just branch out and just write about other things, mental health, African American experience, just day-to-day life, and like people really resonated with that.
Oh, that's what's up. So you just kind of had to, I guess in a way, just find your niche within poetry.
Exactly.
Because I definitely feel what you were saying. You kind of try to go one way, but it was like, maybe I might just need to do a different route.
Yeah.
Was there ever a point where you were like, maybe that's not for me? Did you have moments where it's like, maybe this ain't for me? Maybe singing is my calling. Maybe being a librarian is my calling. Did you have any of those moments?
I still have those moments.
Mhm.
Like anytime it's like super down, it's like, you know what, maybe this just isn't working out anymore, or like sometime in the future, like maybe I should just stop. And then next I get somebody else like, hey, can you do a poem for me? Like, oh, a ticket sale comes, like, you know what, maybe this actually working. So this industry is very reaffirming as you go along. You just gotta stick with it.
Absolutely. Okay. So what's like your creative style? What would you say? Because now we tapped in, you said it was erotic at first, but what would you kind of describe? Because I always say if I did poetry, because I kind of feel like comedy and poetry is really hand in hand. We just do it in two different formats. One tells jokes and the other one, sometimes you could of course still tell jokes, but I always say if I was to do poetry, it would be very comical, sarcastic, but very like maybe gut wrenching. What is your type of comedy? Would you say? Are you family friendly or?
It really
Just-
depends on the piece.
Mhm.
Like I get a lot of my inspiration from like everyday events, everyday experiences, stuff that I've been through. Whether it's like a friend passing away, or it just happens to be raining that day. What I like most about my poetry is that I get to pair it with the trumpet, so there's always like a musical aspect with it, and it gives people a holistic view of the entire art piece. So I don't know if there's a specific type. I don't necessarily do slam. I run slams, just don't necessarily do slam.
So what's slam?
So slam poetry is a poetry competition where poets will perform 3-minute poems, around 3 minutes, and they're judged by random people in the audience. Those people are pretty much have no affiliation with anybody on stage, so
Right.
it's unbiased from that standpoint. And so it's a very I want to say a strict format to how slam is versus any other poetry competition.
Okay, because I've always heard poetry
Poetry
slam.
slams, yeah.
poetry,
Yeah.
yes.
It's competitive poetry, real competitive poetry. But it's
Let's get into it. So how is it? Is it a step on, don't step on my toe type of field? Is it don't cross me type of field? Or is it more so like, how do you feel like your experience
Do
has
the
been?
poets beef with each other? Is that
Are y'all
what
beef? Y'all throwing
you think
shots?
you better than me?
now there are poets that do have beef.
Oh.
I'm not going to shy
How
away
do
from
you
that.
how do you diffuse that?
Have you ever seen that
You
episode
don't
of
get into it.
Girlfriends that Common had beef with? I don't know if you watch Girlfriends, the
Um,
show.
but I think I know what you're talking about.
Because Common had beef with. You remember they was kind of he like dissed her like
hmm
through his poetry, and she was embarrassed and stuff. So I guess that type of stuff does happen.
Yeah.
People probably write poems about people, and
They really
Yeah.
do be dissing.
Yes,
Yeah.
diss poems are out there.
Oh,
Including
Let's
Charlotte.
let's
Music is a
poet it out.
poem.
Let's battle it out.
Let's send these bars at each other. Like
Yeah.
that really does happen. But luckily with like poetry slams, it's more so iron sharpening iron.
Yeah.
You got some of the best poets around just going for either a cash prize or some type of crown or some type of title. So you have like King of the South, Queen of the South, there's someone Charm City Slam up in Baltimore, and also Southern Fried Poetry Slam. So there's a couple nationally ranked poetry competitions that just around here in the nation.
And people, this you say that, and crazy enough that, mind you, they make everybody take basic stuff when you go off to college. I remember when I had to choose between like dancing or art. I think I chose theater. I don't know, just like theater. But it's crazy that you mentioned poetry's been around for so long.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Like so long. Like, and I even the history of like men wearing the wigs as women. I don't know. I never got that. I'm gonna be honest, Shakespeare. Y'all tell me about it. I never understood that. Why y'all I get it, women in society, but even men portraying women and acting on stage, like, do you think now, as far as I would say maybe your perspective as far as being are you African American? First of all, we gotta ask, are you African American?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
Proudly.
Okay,
Happy Black History
we
Month.
gotta just make those statements because I don't want to offend nobody
I
here.
am
I am a white
100%
man.
Indian.
I am
Don't
Nahaway Indian. Don't you ever. So you
Lord.
think, of course, when you hear poetry, we get those big names, Shakespeare and those, but do you think as far as African American poetry, just Black poetry, period, can you kind of like maybe inform us or give us maybe a little, who is probably the first Black poet you know of? I'm not saying poem, but both. Honestly,
Yeah.
both. You could do both, but like as far as
Who's a trendsetter of the
like, because that's why I know I'm not hating on Shakespeare, but I just know it ain't given. We need some other people. So who kind of are some trailblazers, maybe in just like the African American world, just the Black world, even not even just say, I'll say just culture, because it don't even have to be Black. Like, is there any?
Yeah.
Who is a founding father for us? Like, I don't know. I know Shakespeare. I know like some other what's his name? Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know those. But who are some people we can kind of
Langston Hughes.
Oh.
I would say is just one of the more popular, well-known Black poets. Maya Angelou, like, of course. I would say she's like the mother of all like modern day poetry, I would say. Luckily nowadays we're having like some new poets come out and like become like popular poets. There's Rudy Francisco out of San Francisco, who's like tours all across the whole entire country at this point. Yeah, there's a couple of poets, Black Chocolate that I mentioned earlier, The Truth the Poet. There's a lot of poets. We're working on making poetry more mainstream and more known. And it hasn't been the way that we do it now. It's very, I don't even say undercover, but like underground. Yeah. So it's getting there. It's getting like, you'll see stuff pop on TikTok, Instagram Reels. Like, oh, that's really cool. And then just scroll past, like, man, we're really trying to capture, attention. Like Kate Love, the poet. Like there's a couple. You just got to know.
Yeah, that's what's up. So I would say, as far as your writing process, take us through kind of like maybe a simple point, like give us like do you like sit with your paper? Are you off the dome? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause sometimes, I mean, as comics, you got to be off the dome. Are you like an off the dome type person? Do you like to have maybe like 3 bullet points and just kind of look at those and then just express more after that? What is your kind of creative writing style, or how is your creative process? We don't want nobody to steal this process, but what would how? Of course, like you say, it can just be the day, but what other aspirations / creative process that you do as far as to create a poem or just get one started?
Yeah, definitely music is a huge inspiration. Watching other poets, definitely inspiration. And like once you have like that theme, that idea that you want to start on, you kind of just write it out. You have to get all the thoughts out first and then make a poem out of it. You go back, you edit it some more, share it with a couple people. It's like, all right, cool, I like this. Then once that happens, then you get to memorizing, if that's like what you want to do. So I have about maybe 20 plus poems memorized. I could probably do like an hour set at the most at this point.
Wow.
And it's just repetition at that point. So you might see me on stage, you're like, yeah, it's pretty much memorized, not necessarily freestyle off the dome. I'm not that talented. Blues is that talented. Blues is definitely a famous poet. But yeah, so that's pretty much my process. Pair a nice song with it, and it gets the crowd rocking.
Courage.
Courage is definitely needed.
Black. Hang me. Wait a minute.
Not doing my thing, bro.
So what's one of like a misconception or like maybe a stereotype you think poets have, or even you, because this is about you. What do you think of, I guess, a stereotype maybe people have of Frank, of, because like I
said, we're all not common.
like because you silly, because I'm not trying to, you're probably one of, and mind you, and this shows you at the end of the day, like Charlotte, we gotta do better. But mind you, you're born and raised Baltimore, and I'm gonna be honest, you're probably one of the most relevant poets I know now in Charlotte, right? Like
Yeah.
now it's just a face known, and just even how you were at Connected and you have other people coming to you with other events. What do you think is like the most misconception? Like, why do you think sometimes, like, I don't, like, for example, I'll give an example. Sometimes I feel like, even myself, I feel like poetry can get a bad rep of being boring.
Yeah.
Or just like just quiet, or it's just like unking them, right? It's not, you know, sometimes I feel like it don't cater to the younger crowd. So what do you think is like the misconception or the stereotypes about poetry that you are breaking now as being a local Baltimore / Charlotte poet? Like, what do you think? What are you doing different now? And I will say, for just to piggyback off, I love the fact that you do music. That's something that I think is different, but you can say what you want.
No, that's an excellent question. I've never been asked that question. I think I need to be asked that question a lot more often. Because even I sit there, some of my own shows, like, man, this is just a little boring. You know, that does happen. You know, but that's where education comes in. You know, how do you make your poetry a little bit more entertaining? Or how do you make your poetry even more you? So you can be more expressive on the mic.
You kill me every time you say that person name, and I fall for it every time. When he be saying that name and it be him. I mean, you're not here be like, oh, we have this next poem coming up, and then it's him with that damn instrument. You get me all the time, but that's so clever. That's
my best joke.
Young
you know,
and fun.
You got to get the crowd, you know, wanting something.
Yeah.
You know, like being a host as well. I try to make it at least entertaining for them to want to see the next poet.
Right.
The next poet got to do their job, whatever. But you got to like make them want
set
something.
Them up.
You know, so I do a lot of call and response, so the crowd isn't just sitting there the whole time. You know, if I do say something that's like snap or clap worthy, you know, actually have them do that. So it's a lot of being prompted. We have to not only teach poets to be better poets, but we also have to teach crowds to enjoy poetry better.
Okay. And I really think that goes into like, I don't think poetry is discussed enough when discussing artistic outlets. Like, you know, people usually go straight to singing or rap, or I don't know, it could be anything. And I think that poetry is overlooked. Yeah,
like to pick up the
poetry
phone.
is overlooked, and I wish that, and hopefully you being in the city is going to introduce it to a lot of Black youth. That it is an outlet. It's an outlet. It's great.
I didn't even think. Oh my gosh, piggyback off that. How have you been like tuned in with the younger generation or trying to get into schools? I didn't even.
A lot of people don't even know about poetry.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even regard poetry.
You know my poet.
They don't, because it's not the first thing that pops in people's heads.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really something.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but Coach
You right,
Gotti. I don't know if you remember Coach Gotti. I wrote a poem called "Mama Knows Best." It's probably one of Kennedy. Yes, it's probably one of Kennedy Middle School's top poems. Listen, so I, you know, even thinking to piggyback what Friend was saying, like, is there any type of, I guess, way that you're trying to reach out to the youth?
How do you think we can include the youth and, you know,
I felt good after writing that
get
poem.
more mainstream.
For real, I felt good when I wrote that poem as a child. I had a lot of anger in it. I did.
I mean, it's a point to get it out. Like the youth does have that. Sure. We seen it on TikTok just now. Like Charlotte. Anyway, but yeah,
how are you connecting with the younger generation?
I haven't yet. I'm trying to make sure that once they do, you know, become actual adults, like there's actually a scene that they can grow in.
Right.
You know, because there's, of course, childhood trauma, and us adults are still getting that out now before we even get into the youth. There are certain poets that are in the schools, are doing that good work. I let them do that work. All right. I'm going to create this adult world so even adults can have something to do every single day of the week, because we go through stuff.
Right.
You know, where's our outlets? You know, outside of, you know, purely therapy, you know, how we really express ourselves, how we're really talking about our days, getting things out. So I'm building that world first, and then we can go ahead and get to the youth.
Okay. Basically have them like kind of a setup to where, and that's, you really thinking ahead of time. So that's
are we gonna be
3005? You thinking ahead of time. Basically, let's kind of just, even with those heavy hitter comics and those, you know, when I'm thinking about like the comedy world, how I can kind of relate it to what you do. No, like, you know, it's a lot of OGs in the game. It's a lot of people that, you know, basically we can look up to and go to. in the
And maybe a lot
poetry
of
world,
black-
it's
yes.
not. It's because it will be nice to see and know, like, okay, we actually, y'all, once you get at a certain age or through time, once you become a young adult, there is a place where you can kind of get polished up, learn, and grow from. So that's kind of that's cool that you're doing that.
Yeah, and there's plenty of like mentors that we have here in
Absolutely.
Charlotte: Blues, JC, Shane Mariner, Jay Ward, the first ever Black poet laureate of Charlotte. Oh man, we have our mentors that are guiding us through the process. Luckily, we're not started from ground zero. There's plenty of people that lay that foundation so that we can, become more mainstream and like be something admirable.
So, are you currently working on any new projects?
Oh,
What does Frank Expression got coming up for us? Any events or any projects you're doing?
Yeah, we're finishing up Poetry in Motion season 2, March 12th. Very excited about that. That's going to be absolutely huge. We have 6, maybe 7 poets that have all won their own rounds, are prepared to honestly duke it out on stage.
Yeah, that's that beef. that's that beef.
They're coming with that fire. They're absolutely ready. So I'm so excited for that. That's going to be something big. Wine About Poetry having a festival this year coming this September. So not only going to get a wine festival, but you're going to get a poetry festival. So you're going to get the whole experience. Wine About Poetry is probably one of my
sexy.
Yeah, it's definitely exactly that. We've been running about
some
3.5
babies made. What's September? 9 months after that.
Well, it's a monthly open mic and showcase. So
Right.
like people really enjoy it. Like it's mostly women that come out and like just enjoy the show because that's what wine brings in, but everybody has a great time. We have feature poets every single day of the year. No, every single month we have feature poets. So yeah, I have plenty coming up. Poetry and is a new project I just started where I'm pairing poetry with different art forms. So it's poetry and film, poetry and a live DJ, poetry and live music, poetry and painting. So just to mix some of the markets that we have and get poetry out there a little bit more.
That's like I said, I think you are trailblazing and doing things that's very different because I wouldn't even thought it. Like, that's something that it kind of brings in, because not only of course you got your poetry world, but then especially them, these DJs, just bringing in the DJ world mixed in with it. And so I think that's very great.
You got to be creative with this.
Very, very creative. So real quick, I like to ask some fun questions. We got through them serious questions. So what if you wasn't doing poetry, right? Say if you take the pen, take the art, take the words away, what's kind of like a fun hobby or something you think you could see yourself doing?
I want to get into skating. I really want to skate.
Okay.
Like I got a pair of skates.
No.
I got a pair of skates in my Amazon cart right now. I was like, man, I really want to get into skating because like I want to be smooth on the skates. I don't know. Roll bounce is cool. Like that's what I grew up on. So
fun fact, I love roll bounce.
Roll bounce is so cool.
I love roll bounce and lottery.
I
love Bow Wow. I think Bow Wow is probably my top 5 actors in the world. Shout out to Bow Wow. But yes. And last thing though, what kind of makes you stay grounded and like recharge you to keep going with poetry, keep your motivation going?
Honestly,
family, the wife.
It's definitely the wife. Like I need that support on a daily basis. Like she is there comforting me. It's like, hey, it's going to be all right. Whether ticket sales are low, ticket sales are high, she's definitely there supporting me at like shows and everything. So, and she's amazing critique. Like I said, she's an actress. So if I'm like not that entertaining on stage, she'll tell me, it's like, all right, you need to do this a little bit better because she knows everything about the stage.
She turns it off in one.
Exactly.
Oh, shout out to that queen.
Shout out to my wife, Caitlin.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Frank.
Of course,
I really appreciate you coming out. Like I said, give it up for Frank Expression, one of the hosts for our Poetry in Motion here at Connected with here at Connected. So yes, we just thank you so much. And like, any final words you want to shout out your Instagram, any social media platforms that people can find you at?
Yeah, you can follow me at Frank_Expression. That is Frank_Expression. If there's any poets in the city, outside the city, you want to get connected with me, Frank Expression, you can follow the Expression Directory where I have a list full of poets that are ready for work, and we're gonna go ahead and get you work.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna go on a quick commercial break, but thank you so much. Give it up for Frank Expression, you guys.
Thank you.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's Sam Pose. Welcome to season 2 of the Video Mixtape Show, exclusively on the Connected TV. where we're featuring some of the hottest indie and mainstream videos. We're in 80 million homes. Remember, 80 million homes on Amazon Fire TV and Roku. Artists, get your videos in. You can hit us up on IG. That's The Connected with a K, because you know some people kind of miss out on that. But with a K, don't miss your opportunity. DM us and walk through that door, because we right here waiting on you.
The Connected Radio plays the hottest hits from indie or mainstream artists. Artists, do you need radio play and promotions? Call us at 1-855-566-6328. The Connected Radio is the real station for the people.
Are you a content creator looking for a home for your movies, TV shows, podcasts, or more? Well, I have the perfect home for you. It's called Connected TV, which is in over 180 million homes on Roku and Amazon Fire TV. I see you like those numbers, so don't wait. Call us today at 1-855-566-6328, extension 5. We have very affordable rates. Don't let your hard work you put into your content go unnoticed.
And we're back. So we're going to go ahead and get into the current news. We're not going to keep you guys off too long, but we just want to get a quick.
I got some things I gotta get off my chest.
What's the Alabama thing? Something about the tie.
He said, I don't give a piss about nothing.
I don't give a piss about nothing but the Charlotte news.
Roll
going
Tide,
on.
baby.
But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this current news. First on the list,
Not too much. Innocent until proven guilty. So not too much.
I mean,
but just enough.
here, I just want to throw this out real quick. We here at Connected do not and will not support any pedophilia activity, any animal bestiality. Let's start at I'm not with none of that animal bestiality stuff. Let me find out you putting.
We can't shit on him yet.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying these are things that we do not support.
Well, this is like
Pedophilia, animal bestiality, and brokenness. Those are three things we will never support here at the Connect. Ever. Don't you ever even come here. But yeah, let's go ahead and put it on the flow because mind you, people are in my comments on our page wanting to bring up. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, let's put on for Munchies and what the hell? What his name is?
704 Munchies.
704, yeah, Munchies and Grill. Munch, yeah.
Catering, something. He had a full name. I'm
Caleb,
gonna use
is the
this.
name.
I'm gonna use this as when we bring up R. Kelly and Puffy and anybody else. We say we're gonna separate the art from the person because we're not gonna sit up here and play with this man and say his food was nasty.
Well, listen, Munchies and Grill was caught talking to a 13-year-old. Also, they are bringing up past events such as rape.
Yeah, he's
and
I think
sexual harassment, huh?
Oh, he had sexual harassment.
Yeah, been some sex people. You know when one come out, everybody come out. So now you got other girls saying that he's been,
They say his baby mama been around the streets, saying
we seen his baby mama
in person. She was following. So I don't. It's
going
a messy situation for sure. And
why you asking a 13-year-old? Is it tight? What is? I don't.
Did y'all check it? Is it a scheme that his baby mama set up?
What is going on
to get custody?
I don't think so.
No, them messages that look too.
I don't know. Who? No, that look just like him. I'm no fat fingers typing like that. Made me sick. And then you gonna send a picture.
He said, did you pull up to get food?
My
God. He said, you date older man. What got? I can't believe niggas are that bold.
This does not represent, like I said, this does not represent. I don't know who, but I will say this: at the end of the day, the food was good. The food was good, but
we don't.
Yeah, we don't. I don't know. And then, like people were saying, you didn't even put it in vanish mode. Like you really, I'm
just saying, he's not moving.
Can't stop.
He ain't sneaky.
Yeah,
he wasn't sneaky at all.
He one of them old pedophiles.
He one of the ones like, he looking for his one stupid victim. That's why y'all gotta watch. I'm glad. Hope maybe her mama went through her phone. So I hope. Yes. Yeah, because and another lady saying she let him sleep on her couch when he was broke just a few months ago, and he touched on her daughter.
A few months ago, he was just interviewing with us. What's going on? If you needed
a food truck,
right? What is going on? Much?
Yeah, but
Child,
that's why. And I
lock
probably,
him up.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I might have been. See, that day might have been. I don't know how I ended the day on that, but you can't eat everybody's food because people communicate energy through food. Food brings a lot of energy. I don't know what
See,
he.
I thought he done. What he put some sperm in for? What's going on? This
Wait,
communication.
no.
What type of communication
I'm
energy is
just saying,
that?
you just can't eat everybody's food.
You just can't.
That's our fault for we like to say innocent to proven guilty. I didn't see
How I find this man? How he find me? Somebody check my phone. I'm a victim. Somebody check my phone. How he find us, friend? What's going on? How he find us? We're gonna get back on that because I'm trying to figure out how did he find what? Oh no! Somebody check my phone.
The show. Anybody sitting over there at this point? She got this. She got.
You don't get me on the show if you just have a dream and a dollar. Let me stop. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, but yeah, he does not represent what we got going on. Child, stop touching these little girls. It's some time. Let me tell you something. I have a friend that is 20-something years old, 28. She older than me. A virgin. You can find.
They don't. That's why child. It don't be about that.
Yeah, but I'm just like, come on. Now, that's how you know he's sick.
Yeah,
It don't even be about the age. It be
It's
about
a lot of women who are. It's a lot of women who are virgins who wait until marriage.
Yeah.
It don't be about that with child.
I mean, he asks, is it tight? I'm confused. What type of that's enough for me to lock you up for 99 years. Even if you ask me a question like that, like is it? That's dirty. What is that? Of course, it's supposed to be tight. It should be look. Oh my God, lock him up. Lock him up because I got a 14-year-old, I got a 15-year-old sister, and I couldn't even imagine your nasty preferred it.
You sit here talking.
my
He was
God.
talking crazy like that to somebody born in 2013.
Just imagine if you were born in 99. Lord have mercy.
Like,
Oh, bitch, get out of here. I hate you. Get out. Dirty girl. Death by horse buggy. Somebody get the horse ready for him. He needs to go. Cause that's just bad. You done set up here, let us eat your food. And, I watched the episode back. I said, look at me. I didn't even swallow. I just eat her. Just eating it all up. Somebody lock me up.
So messy.
Oh my God. Yeah. Somebody lock.
Shame. That is a damn shame.
But yeah.
Shame on us.
Like I said, we just want to clear the air because people are going back on the comments of the post. And is this the guy? Oh Lord. Don't please. Yes, this is the guy, but it has nothing to do with us. I don't even know that guy for real.
Damn food. That's a shame.
Yeah, that's exactly
I
what
should have
it
known he was full of shit when I ate his mac and cheese and I tasted the dairy in it. He told
is.
me,
Right. He's talking about
it's
it's
vegan free.
yummy. Yes, it is.
He said, I know
Up
dairy.
before and all after
Yeah,
that
I
meal.
sure was.
Lord have mercy. I had to use the bathroom. He a liar, vegan my ass.
Somebody's no dairy, no nothing. Everything is made.
Chapa. He's a liar.
Yeah, he was lying.
He's a
I had
liar.
heartburn that day. I know
I'm
dairy.
telling you, I was farting all that day.
I don't even fart that much with yours, friend.
But yeah, this is please.
Well, innocent to proven guilty, but the messages I seen it looks most definitely like
Looks
yours.
nasty
As
enough to
fuck.
me.
I'm sorry.
And they say he went to Vance. Why everybody gotta bring up your high school when you do something bad?
Because Vance don't got a good track record.
I know they like, ain't that the man? Listen, don't bring up my high school if I do something bad. But yeah, we just had to throw it out there. It has
Make sure you
nothing to
heard
do with us. We don't reflect on it. Please and goodbye. But yeah, we're gonna he's and then of course, you know, me being messy, I went to go see if his page is gone. I think he just deleted his page.
Yeah, he might kill himself. Or I don't want him to do that, but I'm saying that's just how it happens. Well,
I mean, when you out here touching little kids, I mean, allegedly, I guess, but sir, please. But yeah.
Mhm.
All right, we're gonna move on though. We're gonna I don't know if you know some US, well, not only US, but tourists in general. They stuck in Mexico, girl.
Why?
Because they killed the cartel leader.
Who did?
The
Them?
Mexican military. They basically
So why they
killed the drug dealer.
That's why I don't fool with Mexico. People keep
Yeah,
I wanna go there.
because they basically told and they're trying to throw us in there, the U.S., but the U.S. is like, hold on now, but nah, U.S. you wanna be all up in people's business, be up in their business, but they basically telling the Mexican consuls in the U.S. embassy that listen, y'all just killed somebody that's very important to us. If you don't do this, that, and third, we're going to kill the people. We're going to take over the homes. Yes, because there has to be a debate.
Was it finna be a
We're
fight on Saturday?
We're going to take over the homes. We're going to kill the people. We're going to block the roads. We're going to put nails out on the roads. And we're going to kill the tourists. They basically telling them that we're going basically once we
Right
done with
now?
our people. Yes, it's going down in Mexico.
Well, we need to check. 'cause
I think
people
a
go to
black man from North Carolina was just killed, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
They're killing people now.
they are the U.S. and now we can't speak of, but I'm pretty sure Britain and everybody else, but the U.S. is warning people: do not, if
I've been saying that since Trump.
you are not already down there, do not go down there. The cartel already told this is what we want, and if we're not getting it, we finna. I guess they know that it's a lot. They basically know it's a risk.
Resort.
Yes,
So
they're gonna
to
bump
the resorts. Why do
You
they
know
tell
the cartel run that they run the city. They allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly with that one. I'm not going to say allegedly with the other one. But this one I'm going to say allegedly. Allegedly, you know, the cartel is they run the street like they run it, and they told them like, listen, y'all messed up. This is what's going to happen. We're going to start killing people. Yeah, we're going to go into
So they go
homes.
into the resorts and they're killing these people.
They're going to start local.
This is why I
first.
can't.
But they're telling them, yes, that's why the U.S. is starting to warn people and tell people, hey, basically we can help you, but we can't help you. But their last step is that they're finna start bombarding the resorts and finna start killing the tourists.
Well, where the hell is the embassy?
They telling people don't go down there. The embassy, like, listen. Even British, there's a lot of British. I didn't know there was like a thing where Britain does this like group travel thing where they have people go to Mexico. Even Britain is warning their people. Like, it's really kind of bad. They're telling first of all, they're killing off their people like crazy. But I don't know what's his name? His name was
I heard about it. Yeah.
Nemo. I don't know. I'm not. Well, his El Micho. Whoever El Micho was, it's a lot of L's. Whoever, if that name start with an L, don't mess with them. Because whoever they killed, I guess he was a very most wanted man. And the military commanders captured him. And he died while in the military transportation. So his people are very mad. And right now, a lot of I don't know if you've seen the video, but they was bombing the airport. They was bombing the international Mexican airport. That if me and you were going there, they was bombing it. People, of course, recording on their phones. They scared, especially a lot of tourists.
This is why people give it now. I'm not going to condemn. Yeah, I'm not going to condemn. I'm not going to say that America has been perfect to us because it's been quite the opposite. But there are little things when you hear these stories that, you know, I mean, there has been some injustice. I'm not saying that, but I'm just really. And that could just be the selfish shit. Like, I'm like, where is the USA? Go to
it's around 300 visitors are stuck in the airport and flights are canceled due to violence.
Are you talking about Tulum and all those places?
Yeah, and Tulum, what's this called? El Porto.
What?
El Porto.
Well, that's not ever. Y'all just got. God bless America.
Yeah, it's bad.
God bless our troops.
Because they told especially the American tourists, we can't do nothing for you right now.
Well, y'all need to come do something.
They straight up told them, because mind you, they canceling flights. That's how bad it is. Pilots, you gotta think about it. Some of the pilots are connected to the cartel. That's why I said I didn't realize how
but that's why the Mexicans might be leaving.
And how scary the cartel is, because some of the pilots work for the cartel and couldn't even show up for work. That's why some of the fights that's why I said I didn't realize how powerful these people
are.
They
run the country for
like they really are that powerful. So flights are canceled. And yeah, they basically trying to get their demands met. But if they don't, then that's when they're gonna take severe. Basically, they know, well, we kill off our people, y'all don't care. We're gonna run up in them resorts, or we finna get these people. Yeah, that's why I said no. They're trying to get them Americans and them British.
Well, let me check on my loved ones. I know I got some people who go to Mexico.
Please. They advising do not right now. It's just not a good time, and that's crazy because Taryn and now they might be okay. Taryn and Andres, but they supposed to be going in June. So
well, tell Taryn she need to stay.
Yeah,
they kill the nice people first, so you need to stay home.
Would you like water? No.
She's like, no.
She just asked for water.
And they're not gonna kill Andreas because they gonna try to recruit him. So you can't no.
But yeah, so just so sad. Please be safe, y'all. All right, we're gonna keep it moving though. The Winter Olympics. So many black people. You know, I didn't know we do like snow. I'm just not a fan of snow like that. But
We're not living
shout
to our
out.
full potential.
Yeah, shout out to
As a
all.
community, I'm glad to see black people are.
Nobody ever
tuned
put
in.
a hockey stick in my hand.
Mm-mm.
Nobody ever told me to go out on a skating ring and do my thing. How about you?
They
That's
didn't
my-
tell me to do that even in the warm.
Right, like what?
In the bare-
Shout out to all the black, shout out to, first of all, shout out all the
No.
Olympics. Yes, friend, we're gonna shout out to all, shout out to Team USA. We won. I didn't know, honey, it was going down between USA versus Canada and that hockey. People were literally, I didn't know. First of all, it was 7 a.m. Who does that? That seemed like some Canada
What's
stuff.
7 a.m.? Where is it? Where is
It
the
was
Olympics at?
Milan
I said it probably wasn't. It was actually 7 a.m. in their country.
in our country.
I said, what time was it over there?
I don't know. I
It
think it was
was
a little. I
next
think
day?
it was no. I think it was probably like maybe 9 or something. It was early. It was basically later for Canada, but it was super early for
Oh,
us.
they was fighting.
People got up. But I guess it's been 46 years since the United States has won a hockey Olympic game against Canada. So shout, I don't know. I guess the Americans is going crazy, but it's not about them. We're going to talk about the black athlete stuff. But shout out to Erin Jackson. That was the first black woman to. She was the first black woman to represent the American flag.
Oh.
Yeah, right. That's sad. That's sad, though.
I don't know. I'm still trying.
Come on now.
I'm still about to get that picture of LeBron on that boat holding the American flag. That
Um,
really did something to me.
Shout out also to, I think her name is Layla Edwards. I
Oh.
think she got the same name as your sister. The first black woman to play for the U.S. Olympic hockey team and win a gold medal.
Mm.
So shout out to her.
You need to see. I want to see her picture. We love to hear black
And
people doing it.
both black parents too, light
She
skinned
dark
daddy
skin?
or dark skinned mama. Yeah,
Oh.
she's brown. Like she kind of
Yeah,
like the dad.
we
but-
love that. We love to see
Yes.
dark-skinned mama.
And then Daryl Payne Jr. is the first African American man in the Olympic skeleton. I don't know.
And these are sports that we haven't. That's why I said. And this goes back into the poetry. And I love that there's black representatives of these sports and of poetry because I think those things are not discussed. It's probably sports during the Olympics that we ain't even heard of. That I didn't even know was a sport. What's that thing that they be blowing the puck? What is that?
Yeah, now that I don't even know
What
what
is
that
that?
is. I don't even know what that.
How do you train for that?
I don't know. I could do that.
No, you for
Wait, get up. What you mean? I can't get up. You tired already?
what is that game?
Also shout out to Haiti. Steven, listen, the Haiti got their first, and I think he won a gold medal. His name is Stevenson Chevert. And mind you, they ain't got snow in Haiti.
I'm not gonna
so
lie
I'm not
to you,
sure.
friend. When I watched the 2024 Olympics, it made me want to be better.
And
Hearing all these black stories make me want to be better.
the Jamaican bobsled team, they won gold. They don't even have snow in Jamaica. I don't know where we get. That's why I
train
understand why
for that?
sometimes people don't like us though. Because why are you jumping into stuff that don't even matter? And
I
then
love
mind you,
that.
I guess the
I wanna
bobsled thing is like 3-4
I'm gonna
of
raise
them,
an Olympic gold medal.
and they like run down this like thing. Here go Jamaica. Huh, 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 huh. They doing the whole song, then they hop in it, then they take off. See, that's the problem with us. We got to jive turkey and slide on, ease on down the road. That's why they don't like us sometimes. But no, I'm just saying. Shout out to Jamaica.
Yeah,
Shout out to Haiti.
rooting for everybody that's black.
Shout out to all the Black Winter Olympics.
Oh my god.
Like I said, maybe we're not living to our full potential. One
I
day.
know my kids will.
Okay. Please be careful, Charlotte natives.
Oh my
LaMelo is on the loose. But I'm confused though. It says LaMelo will not face any charges after two vehicle crash Thursday
Didn't he
uptown.
Didn't he?
Here's
No,
somebody.
didn't he like break a little boy leg off or something? Let me tell y'all something.
Let me say,
I-
Melo might run the streets.
This is I was hollering. Somebody was like, it's outsiders saying this about Charlotte. Like the people of Charlotte are scared for their life with this man on people have so many videos of him leaving practices and leaving games, running red
What is
lights,
going on with him?
cutting corners, hitting curves.
You listen to that, brother. I ain't gonna hold you. I was listening to his song the other day.
I swear,
It's definitely one of those where you don't care about no lights. I don't.
that's gonna hit until he kills somebody.
Yeah, you need to, one thing about Charlotte, we don't play about those. We don't play about littering.
Didn't Cam Newton do
and we
something
don't-
like that? He didn't kill nobody. Then he get in an
He
accident.
did something of that
Yeah.
nature. But they brushed it. I guess maybe you gotta be an athlete.
You gotta
an
pay,
athlete.
he paid that man off right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Talking about some, he ain't getting charged after a 2-vehicle crash. Honey, good. Well, as long as
Give me
Mello,
30,000 give me
listen,
50,000
as long
right
as
now.
Mello cutting that check right, I wouldn't mind saying nothing either. But you crazy, honey? It would have been my neck, my back, my neck, and my back.
Like I said,
honey,
I'm pretty sure he paid that. He paid such a price that we ain't even heard from the man.
listen.
He probably said, "I'll give you 100,000 right now."
Thank you.
Okay, could that man ruined his insurance money? He got out the car too fast. He hopped right out the car to look at the damage. So that was his money. Boom, gone.
He was trying to figure out who. I ain't gonna hold you. I would have been trying to figure out who car is that. Who is riding around with this? I don't
you
know.
You say you're getting a crash, and you're supposed to piss yourself. That gets you more money.
Shit, I would shit myself.
It was,
That would be real bad. They'd be like, oh no, now the EMS would have been more mad because they want to clean her up. Get this guy information. Get this guy insurance, bastard. Now we gotta clean her up. Yeah, but yeah, y'all be careful, child. LaMelo is crossing the street.
okay, people all over the country are talking about that. They say he is terrorizing the city.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he must be stopped. I guess. I don't know. Can't stop. Yeah, Miami, please. Now it's in my head. Why would she say that?
I don't think she said that.
Yes, hold on.
Why ain't heard nobody talk about it?
Because no, I don't know. But I just don't mind me. I'm gonna find it because we're gonna. Yeah, I don't know what she meant by that, but yeah, Mello was Mello was on the street, so y'all be careful.
But
why he got loud colors? That's that African in him.
Yeah.
Because why I don't understand with them loud colors. I don't like loud colors, but we're gonna but yeah. Sorry, I'm finding the song because I want a friend to hear this. I don't know what does she mean by that. I'm confused. Let's see. Let's play it for our people. Can y'all hear it?
I'm sure I can.
Very catchy though.
You
Is
see
it
that man on
this one or
TikTok?
this one? Or this one?
Have you seen the man on TikTok? He be shaking his head to this.
Which two fingers do?
I've been seeing the babies do it like
Look.
this.
What does that mean?
She was shouting at her man.
Wait, what does that mean, Carisha? What does "can't stop, won't stop" mean? What does that mean? Lord have mercy. She had to be shouting at her man. You know he gonna be in the
That's
prison.
not a coincidence. He's like, yeah, babe, you do whatever I say.
He's gonna be in the prison like,
She loved Diddy.
did he do it? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just in my head.
Well, I never heard of Birkdale.
Listen, we're gonna talk about it. So Birkdale has a curfew, so kind of by Huntersville.
But at Walmart.
A little
When I hear about
yeah.
Walmart, that's when I hear about that Walmart.
Think about the baby.
That's here
and
in North
shit.
Mac.
Yeah, but a little past that. A little
Okay.
more deep in Huntersville. Actually, it might be near that Publix. I be going to a Publix, right? It's like 10 minutes from my house, but it's in Huntersville. I didn't realize how close I am. But so basically, I don't know if it was a TikTok trend. Something happened where a bunch of kids was told to come, I guess, to Birkdale.
That's
Huntersville. Yeah, so basically, yeah, they was twerking them on cars, just being loud and obnoxious. Probably not, you know, some people, Chad, can't handle a little ratchet. I feel like it would have been fine for us.
I don't want to be around kids. That's if you between 14. I really would push it to 12, but 12-year-olds be cool. Like I like it. Brooklyn was really nice.
But yeah, so now they switched the curfew to 6 p.m.
Should have always been that.
For
And they said they got fighting at Frankie's too.
teenagers. Yeah, it was a fight in Frankie's.
Kids was fighting at Frankie's, and they said it's supposed to be 21 and over, and people are 21 dropping their kids off and leaving, doing whatever they need to do. Get your kids before they get locked up, because a whole life me call the police on them.
Child, you got some hoes that'll fight them. You know what I'm saying? You better be
poison.
But yeah, so I guess for teenagers it's 6 p.m. and for anybody under 21, I want to say they're trying to do 9 p.m.
That's good.
People for
Yes, I don't. Under 21 is kind of because a girl can have a kid at 19, have a 2-year-old like
under 21. But I think honestly, a town like that, very child ain't doing that and shit. I feel like sadly, y'all should have, maybe this is just a pre-tip warning for the
Small town
teenagers.
sport.
Yeah, do it like in a big town. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it in like a small town where people really mad. Like, I'm pretty sure if y'all would did that up the street in North Lake, they would have been mad. They would have tried to put a curfew, but that don't work, child. That don't work for too long. But yes, but
North Lake
don't,
didn't had a rule about the kids being in there, and I still be seeing teenagers walking.
yeah,
around.
that's what I said. I don't know, y'all. That wasn't the smartest decision, but I don't think it was us though. You know, I don't think it was, you know,
I
a
thought it was some
particular.
blacks,
It was some, but that was orchestrated.
like Caucasian.
And I'm gonna say that, but I feel like that was orchestrated by somebody from Birkendale, and Birkendale got a little change. That's Huntersville.
Uh-huh.
So I think, you know, yeah. So
So
it
who
be
car was
all
y'all
people.
twerking on?
Yeah, it was.
So what if you would have ran into me and I would have kept driving?
on top of cars? On top of cars.
No, she's crazy.
Nia's run over teenage on top of cars. Nia, slow down. Get him out my
You
way.
got 10 seconds.
Lord.
You got 10 seconds to move before I shut all this shit down.
But last one, we're gonna talk about 50 Cent versus the Harris family. It's going down.
Then we
though.
gotta talk about Carissa.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too, I guess.
Okay.
But 50 Cent versus the Harris family. Who's gonna win?
Hey, I
don't
love
know.
50 Cent. I make excuses, not excuses, but I understand some of his actions. But this time I don't understand. I don't like it. Because T.I. didn't say anything disrespectful.
I
And I
like
think
both
that he-
evenly.
But the thing is, it's okay to call out somebody and not call him out, but he just said versus is for fun. It's
He
a
gonna
fun
lose it
thing.
though, respectfully. And that's how I
T.I.?
feel. No, 50.
Yeah,
You're gonna
say
lose it.
what?
You're gonna get smoked. You already know it. And that's, I don't know if you want to call it northern versus south. I don't know.
Debatable.
But respectfully, you're gonna get smoked.
Why
and
when
you knew
I
it.
bring up Ludacris in the mix, people looking at me crazy? Why y'all looking at me crazy?
Wow.
Ludacris don't have hits.
He do, but people don't understand. But see, even you, to me, it's different because people, when you have even, mind you, Gucci himself, even Jeezy himself, people don't. T.I. came out in '96. T.I. definitely does not get his credit
He is a-
due when it comes down to that
What they call him?
duffel boy, that dope boy. Like, he really put on for this.
Trap music.
It was trap music. Respectfully, even
He
even
created
Gucci
trap
had to admit it. Even Jeezy had to admit it. Nobody was doing what he was doing, you know. So I think. I mean, that's my only thing. 50, and granted, of course, 50 might feel like, I mean, I'm way past you. I got more money than you. I'm not even about to even see you in a
T.I.
verse.
actually has money though. He has like different investments.
That part, and then people don't forget they just won that lawsuit with them dolls,
Yeah.
and the judge revoked because I guess the doll, whoever the company was for the dolls, was trying to resue them. Honey, the judge was like, no. So they sent on a nice pretty penny over there. But I don't know. I maybe 50 felt like he couldn't beat him.
But I think, 50, I think he was more
And
so.
50 got hits.
He was more so looking at it from the point of view of like, nigga, how dare you say that we could sit at the same table? Y'all sit at the same table, and I think that's why I said, I think this is the instance. I feel like 50 was wrong.
50.
You're posting his wife. You're going back and forth with his kids over
50.
him saying
You
that.
burning. I know.
Burning.
Yes. I know.
I never heard that.
Allegedly. Yes. Look it up, baby. Look it up.
50 Cent has.
Yes.
Well, they say
Look
T.I.
it
is
up.
burning too, friend. Not too much.
Look it up.
Friend, they say 50.
I ain't who? By who?
He always got the little herpes.
By who though? 50 actually got a lawsuit on him for somebody. He got sued over that. Look it up.
Over burning somebody?
Yes, just like Usher. You can sue somebody for that. 50 got
T.I.'s
sued.
burning. We saw physical
Well, 50,
evidence.
he ain't get sued. The bitch ain't sued him. 50 got sued over it. Look over it. I'm just saying though, 50, you can't tell people. That's why I
He
can't.
posted his wife. He posted.
I can't. With some people.
I-
Some people be confusing me. I ain't arguing no child. But okay.
What's the last hit that Big Rich Town? Because 50 Cent didn't really had no hits besides Big Rich Town. Like when
That is my song. This is a big rich town.
I love 50 Cent. No, I love you 50 Cent. please.
I like 50 Cent too. I just don't. I like both of them. I just don't understand. Like,
I don't know why he got so angry.
yeah, I
He used to
don't.
call him a snitch. He called him a rat. He talking about his
don't-
wife. Like what warranted? But also today, is this beef? He ever said it? I looked in the computer. The computer said F.T.I. F50 F Nelly. So I don't know if that's a past. They already had some connections to the Floyd Mayweather thing. So I don't know if that's. I don't know where this came from. That he felt like it's supposed to be a friendly competition. And I'm glad. I hope that T.I. and them don't back down. I do because but I love 50 Cent. And a lot of times I do think he's right in everything he does. But this time, I don't think you're correct, 50. And I love you.
I just don't understand why. To me, it wasn't. like I said, I mean, was you scared to battle? That's just my own thing.
I
Like,
don't think so.
were
He
you
knows
scared
who
of
he
battles?
is. I think, like I said, I think he was. Well,
Right.
unless that was the inside of it. But I really think that he was like the way he came out was like, nigga, how dare you say that you could go in a versus with me? But he can go in a versus with you. T.I.'s
And he
definitely
was
the top.
he will smoke you. That's why I respectfully 50. You gotta you. But I'm not trying to be funny. Besides, and it is, but besides the power and stuff,
Vitamin water.
even in, he messed up. He messed that deal up. He did something. I remember he did something with that. He messed up. He said something or something, but he made it a little pretty. But it's like, I mean, when we talking about just when we just talking about when it comes to music, cut all the other stuff out. I mean, I that's why I'm like, I mean, were you scared to get smoked? I'm confused. I mean, I like you say, you talking about, nigga, how dare you? What you mean? How dare? Respectfully, T.I. did himself an injustice. Because I think T.I. can go against Jay-Z. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
T.I. has a lot of hits. And I think that people are trying to people are trying to and I said this I went on a rant about this during my drunken days. And I said T.I. he needs to be respected. He is probably in the top 10 greatest rappers of all time. Not in the South, not in general. When we have these conversations about Jay-Z and all these people, T.I. needs to be a part of that conversation.
And he created a genre.
Because he's humble.
I think, and that's just.
Is it because he's humble?
I think that's just the South period. They always, he said
he's a king of the South.
That's always.
He said he take you. Do you know how big the South is? Y'all better stop playing.
But yeah, I don't understand
T.I.
that. But yeah, I think 50, you wrong for jabbing at. I feel like just jab at T.I. You ain't have to jab at his wife.
He does take things too far.
Yeah.
And like I said, unless something has went on behind the scenes that we don't know about, I'm trying to figure out, is this a joke? Maybe this is a joke. Maybe they're gonna do the verses anyway, and this is publicity.
I don't know, but they better not get to fighting. Like, you see them hoes, Clarissa. I think her name Franchon.
I absolutely love Clarissa, and Clarissa I love her.
Listen.
I really like her. I want her on the show.
I never understood why people, some people would give her flack. Like I said, some people would. I always, I believe in live your life. I don't give Remy no flack. I feel like Remy, at the end of the day, you did what you did. So hey, let Papoose enjoy his. I always was big on that.
I think, and I hope, and because I have to focus now that people. We're on TV, so people could hear this, and I don't mean them to mean any disrespect, but I think so highly of Clarissa that I want her to get an African Prince. I love Papoose too. We respect him, but
yeah, no,
Clarissa.
I think
so when people be talking about Papoose, no, Clarissa.
But
I
will say though, I don't like how people this Clarissa though. I'll give this to you. Let this be an example. Show you how fake people are. People just was talking about you looking crazy, saying this, that, and the third. All of a sudden, now that shows you continue to be what you
nice
do.
Football player, athlete.
Continue to be who you be, because at the end of the day, people gonna switch up and they're gonna So. But hey, shout out to her opponent. Sis stayed in there.
Yeah, she did.
Sis stayed.
I was scared. It made me feel like I was out there.
Sis stayed in there. So love that they're bringing back women boxing.
Beautiful dark skinned black queen.
She
keeping her hair done. She's looking good. She's dressing better.
Love that. But I didn't know she was 18-0. She's 18-0.
Yeah, she's the greatest. She keeps saying, and she goes between weight classes. She said, "Stop playing."
Let's talk about it though. People say though. And I will say this, because they did like a thing of like people back in the day and how basically them heavy hitters that really they couldn't get touched now, honestly. Like, I don't know, basically they make it too easy. And I do think that sometimes. I do think that they make it, even like Floyd, Javante, like ain't they all like undefeated type BS? Isn't the guy that just won? What's his name?
Terry.
Yeah, ain't they all like? I definitely seen that.
They beating people though.
Yeah, but I think
that those people ain't undefeated. They getting beat up.
Like, I don't know. I think I definitely could understand what they, because I feel I definitely can feel like I understand what they saying. I feel like it's no.
Even
It's
Muhammad
no-
Ali lost fights, and so did Mike Tyson.
Yeah, like I feel like
But yeah, I think that people were dying, so that's why they had to change the rules.
So hey, let's
Isn't that worth your life? These people.
Let's
getting
that's why I
sick.
said I think it's a little easy.
They,
Even
they
with
was
football,
they was turning
it's
slow.
a little,
You ain't
little
seen the boxers that turn slow.
you know. But that's why I say I feel like that whole defeated. Y'all not defeated.
They was what's that?
Y'all not defeated. Y'all just
mentally challenged. They was
yeah.
getting punched mentally challenged.
So I think I definitely agree with what that. I seen a guy post.
But football's the same way, friend. They said it about in basketball. They said that now that's why they try to say it's boring. They said they've changed rules. Like people like Ryan Clark and them was knocking niggas silly. They were
But
knocking.
see, that's the thing. You can knock somebody out. You
No,
can,
but they were mentally challenged. They slobbering out the mouth now. They got to change the rules. That's not. You can't do that all the time.
No, well, listen. That's where I say. That's why I say it's this boxing is easy now. It is easy, and I agree with what that man was saying. I definitely agree that it's too many people that's undefeated. How everybody undefeated? How y'all? I'm confused, but okay, that's just my hot take.
And why is Floyd Mayweather fighting Mike Tyson?
Yeah, I don't.
Why do they think that's appropriate?
You know, I don't know.
That's boring. That's why people ask me, why do you watch Now That's TV?
Floyd Mayweather fight Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
When?
Now?
Now?
Very soon, next couple of months.
Soon?
Why do you watch Now
That's
That's
why I
TV?
said, even Jake Paul. That's why I said, my opinion, it's very fake, it's very fraudulent, but who knows? Topic of the week: is it a train, a light railing, or a transit? It's so many different options. I've heard a lot of people. Hey, some people are standing strong. They saying it is the light railing, and that's it.
But that's like saying
And-
it's like saying, oh, is an SUV a car? Yes, an SUV is a type of car. A train is a train. The light rail is all. A train is a piece.
But that's why I said we might need to figure it out. Is a train? Is that the same? Wait, what? You know? I mean, I see tracks. That's what
Don't they say railroad crossing?
I see
They don't have
tracks.
a railroad crossing for a bus.
Y'all let us
Or a
know.
train.
Is it a light railing, a train, or a transit? Please, because the streets is I don't know. All right, we got some events coming up. We have our Connected with Comedy that is February 27th at Heist. Also, our Friday Night Live March 6th, and also our Poetry in Motion March 12th, Thursday at Heist Brewery. So please come out and join us for some great events. And last, we do our message of the day. And I just say, check on your loved ones. It's been a couple of months, you know, see if they killed themselves or not. Who knows?
God damn.
Right, you check up on them. You never know. It's been to be the third month in the year, and you have not checked on. Sorry, I don't know who that is.
I'm gonna show you.
You have not checked on your loved one, your sister, your brother, just nothing. It's been almost 3 months. So please, I end the message with check on your loved ones. Just make sure they're okay. But that is it, you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed the interview. Thank you again, Frank Expression, by stopping by here with us, Connected with E Monday, and we're out. Goodbye.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's Sam Pose. Welcome to season 2 of the Video Mixtape Show, exclusively on the Connected TV, where we're